Hey Joshua, how you doing tonight? Hey Gamma. Let me tell you something, Gamma. You put a smile on my face today. I came over there and seen you watering your plants. So I say, go Gamma, go Gamma, go. Oh gosh, I haven't caught you live in a while. Yeah, I've been coming live, but definitely like today is the first day. So let me see. Today is a week out from chemo, and my voice, well, it ain't all the way 100, but it's definitely better than it's definitely better than what it been being like. It's been like hoarse, like, and like it just it was almost non-existent. Hey Chris, how y'all doing tonight? Yeah. My day didn't go exactly the way that I wanted it to go, but it turned out still amazing. Um, I had a lot of things in my mind that I wanted to do. Hey, Phoenix. I had a lot of things in my mind that I want to do because I still be forgetting, like, girl, you be thinking you feeling like $100, and then you get ready to get up and start taking them steps and stuff. And then just like the battery in your phone, you be uphill to at 100%, but then you leave your light on for a long time and all your energy just drop like that. Be reminded real quick, you better sit your butt down somewhere. Then uh I changed my bedding today. Took me an hour and a half to do it, to do 4 pillowcases and put a fitted sheet on it and just put some more blankets because the temperatures dropped today. Took forever in the day, but I feel good. Water tastes like water today. So I guess what it do is when you close to just having the chemo, it make everything taste nasty. And now it's like it's seeming like water is starting to come back and taste good. So like today I've been getting water wasted. I feel like I ain't been able to drink water for a long time, so it feel good to drink water. And my brother came and sat with me almost all day today. So I felt like that was worth not going to the garden for. My twin brother, I ain't really got no twin, y'all, but we look just alike. uh, he came over and he just sat here and we just talked all day long, just all day long. So I enjoyed that. We don't get to hang out like that much. So it was good to hang out with him. And plus, I already said I ain't gonna rush it to the garden. I'm just thinking of what kind of seat I'm gonna take me out there. What seat I want to take me out there because I know before this weekend over with, I'm gonna have the energy to walk back there. And the only thing I want to do, I don't want to do much of anything. I just want to go back there, sit me a seat down somewhere, and just be able to go back there and water my garden. My daughter, even though my daughter went out there and she watered it for me today, I still want to be able to go out there, because that's therapeutic too, just to go out there and hear the water hitting the leaves and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to get that. But absolutely, today I feel a better, lot better. Um, you say you ready to, but not really feeling. All right, then that means you getting close. You ain't got quite there yet. Listening in as I go to sleep. Let love your spirit, Shoshana. You are a motivation. Thank you, Chris. And you know what? When I be over there with y'all, I be sitting in the clouds some days, and sometimes y'all make me laugh even when I don't feel like laughing. Then I be trying to be mad a little bit. I'm like, I don't feel like laughing right now. But still at the same time, you can get that little laugh in it, like it can break a yoke. Yeah, that's what I call it. It can break yokes that even when you don't feel like smiling and somebody can still make you smile. So yeah, we I guess we the motivation teams over here, huh? Helping my mom with, oh my gosh, Chris, you helping your mom do a garden too. Oh my goodness. Just cheese and cheese. I see, yeah, I seen them lettuces over there standing up Is that a word? I just said lettuces. Is it still called lettuce? I seen your lettuce was laying down the other week, and your mama was saying you killed it. And I see him standing up real tall and proud today. I seen it. Hey Dana, thank you very much. Thank you. So glad you feeling good. Yep, I feel great. I ain't gonna say I feel amazing. I do feel great. Amazing is like that's at the top. You planning. Well that's a part of gardening, Phoenix. You have a vision. First it come to you that I wanna try that. Then you get a vision for what you want it to look like. Then you plant something. Then you get another vision of what you want it to look like, how you want it to look. And then it just all starts coming together. It's a part of the plan, yes, of gardening. That's so good to hear. As well, I flew over here. Hey, Korean, you over here like acting like Chris who you come to go to be put to sleep. I got my voice back tonight. I ain't, I come on here, I don't have nothing to say, but then come up with a whole bunch to say before it's over with. Just go ahead and talk you to sleep. Uh, I love y'all too, Chris. To shut up my best friend, FaceTime me and surprise me with with her growing eye book garden she snuck and planted 10 days ago. Oh my gosh. Hey, that's what we call contagious. You know how the viruses be going. And then I just realized something. I'm talking to y'all and my voice ain't like whispering like hoarse where I can't talk to y'all. It is a little shaky, but I rather have the little shaky than the other thing. So and I'm just trying as I go along, I'm just trying to recognize the things that is different today. I'm so grateful that today water is tasting like water. It got a little bit of something that's slightly off, but when I tell you I've been getting water wasted all day long today, I have drank three of the sports bottles of um three sport bottles of water today so far. So I've been getting your girl been getting water wasted today. Because it tastes pretty good today. That's amazing, Gamma. To, get to start to grow yourself and then it becomes contagious. It starts to grow out to everybody and everybody starts to learn how to do it, get into doing it. It is amazing all on it. So hey T1000. Hey, Shamika. Good to see you. Yep, lettuces will be a word today. Yeah. Does you know how to come out just like I think ant is the same thing or ants. I don't know. I be like answers. You be making up your own words. Write those out off. I had to plant new ones. The me ones are doing great. The new ones are doing great. But see, Gamma, that's the blessing in planting more than what you need. So if the ones that you transplant does not do as well, you can always go back and you can get more of what you planted. So like say if you only wanted 10 heads of lettuce, um, you probably want to plant 20, right? And from the 20, you pick the best ones that you start to grow. And then if some crazy way something does not make it, you still got more that you can transplant there, just in case something does not go right. And one of the things that I will tell you, Gamma, is that you can put when you transplant your lettuce, how long that stem is, you don't have to leave the stem that long. You can put the stem deeper into the ground. It just will create more roots off the side of the lettuce because your lettuce the leaves are what turn into your lettuce. The stem don't have anything to do with it. Just a little point. And which means you don't have to move them out of the thing. If you want to just sprinkle Like as you water daily, just sprinkle around a little bit more soil, build up with your lettuce, and then let it do what it do. But they look good. Everything, your peppers and everything looks good. I see you got your true leaves coming in on the top, which is the first leaves are like your little baby leaves or whatever, but the true leaves starting to come in is the little leaves that are growing right now. So amazing. Hey, Kacharia, love you, girl. Um, it's so glad to see you feeling better. Hey, Lori, how you doing tonight? God is great. Let me sip a little. Hey, sip a little bit with me. Clink clink, Kareem. Clink clink. Yes. What? Oh, let me tell you something else. I was able to drink. The little miniature cans of ginger ale. Ginger ale even tastes normal today. So I say, I guess like the further removed you are from the ginger ale, the better your taste buds start to come in. But still, um, my mouth tastes like mouth feel like cotton balls in it, just dry, just dry. That's just pretty. We used to say lettuce. Okay, that too. I definitely don't have a green thumb. Y'all grow it and I'll cook it. No, T1000. I always say when somebody say I ain't got no green thumb, my thumbs ain't green either. What all you gotta do, listen, you ain't gotta have no green, no purple, no blue. You ain't gotta have none of them kinds of thumbs or no nothing like that. All it is when you can't grow something, sometimes you just don't want to bother people and you just don't want to ask them questions about what is it that's happening. But if you like one, you growing something and then it starts to look different. If you just ask a question to somebody, and it don't have to be somebody. I'm telling you now, if you ask me anything about gardening, it always make a smile come on my face. I don't think there's a person that ever asked me anything about something going on in the garden and it ain't bring a smile on my face. And I don't care what it is that I'm talking about when I'm doing it. If I know you trying to get into it and trying to learn something about it, honey, I'm ready to answer all of the questions. I'm like a kindergarten teacher. I'm loving it. So no, just find a right person and don't try to do it too much. Don't try to make it be stressful on yourself. Just try and learn what the different things is that you do. And all of us can be around here with some green thumbs. And that's on everything. Once you get out there into the garden, your fingers will start turning. They'll turn green eventually. Uh, That's right. Tell her Gamma, come on, grow with us. When Gamma first came, when I first met Gamma, Gamma was not with it. She didn't want to hear none of that stuff that I was talking about. Out there in the garden and none of that. She was like, mm. I told Gamma, I said, all right, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What Gamma over there doing? She is growing, 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 and it just be so excited just to see what it is that you can do. Once they come above that ground, they become your babies then at that point. And just like your real babies, something go wrong with them, you'll find out how to take care of your babies. That just be happy. I love plants, but I've tried it. Listen to y'all. I think I overwater. But that's all we gotta do, T1000, is just see. If you think that's what it is that you overwater, use a spray bottle to spritz it instead of watering. If you think you put too much water on it, because the soil doesn't, you can give your soil a chance to dry out a little bit, and when it dries out a little bit, go back and re-moisten it again. See how many days it take for your soil to dry out. Let it dry out a little bit. They ain't gonna die because it just dry out uh get dry a little bit, and then when it dried a little bit, go back and water. Then that way you will know you ain't overwatering it. Or then another tip is get you one of those little, those little decorative balls they make. I forget what they call them, but it's like it got a long straw like on it, and it's like a little globe or something like that. You fill it up with water and you turn it upside down, and as your soil dries out, it like create an air bubble and it drips water down into your thing, and let it be the thing that waters your soil for you. You know, it's answers to all of it. Once you tell me that you done tried it before and you ain't go at it, I'm gonna keep on bothering you every time I see you. I'm gonna just keep on bothering with you. I ain't gonna drill on you no nothing, but I'm gonna just keep on pecking, pecking, and pecking. Only because I don't want you to give up. The same way y'all don't want me to give up with what I'm going through and everything. I don't want y'all to give up on growing either. Just like that. So overwatering is not a thing. You'll get over it. Tashawn, do you grow capers? No, I ain't never grown no capers, but I used to do shipped for people and go and grocery shop for people. So I done picked them up 1,001 times, and I ain't never ate none either. And I seen your video tonight about the capers. So what do they taste like? Did you taste them? I don't grow them. I don't even know what they for. I used to read it and be like, I wonder what this is for, and I wonder how it tastes. I kind of think of it as I'll be like, I wonder do these taste like olives or something like that? Cause I'll eat an olive. Really don't care for the olive that got the pimento or whatever it is in the middle of it or whatever, but just olives itself, I'll eat those. I like pickled okra. I like pickles. So if a caper tastes anything kind of like a pickle or a pickled okra or something like that, I might be in the mood to try. But I ain't never tried now, and I ain't never grown now, and I don't even know what. All I can say is a caper is a caper. I don't really know what they use them for. Usually I be getting in people business when I deliver their stuff. I be like, what this for? I just ain't never asked nobody before because by the time I got to their house, I just ain't think about it. But nope, I don't go grow capers because for real. I'll whip it up. To show true, my thumb is not green either. Right, my thumb went, and I'm telling you, as much as the stuff that I grow out there, y'all may be looking at me and I be saying it a lot of times. I'm not no professional garden. It's a lot of stuff that I don't know out in the garden. But one thing that I did know once I started to plant stuff, I didn't want my stuff to die. So what I did was, and this another thing, you don't gotta depend on going to ask me no question and nobody else. Whatever question you got in your mind, I'm telling you the secret to what I did. When my plants did something and I didn't know what they was doing, I came right here on YouTube in that search bar, just like if you was looking for my page or anybody else's page, and I typed, why is my plant turning yellow? Why is my collard greens turning yellow? Why is my okra doing XYZ? Why does it have these spots on there? And it'll take you to videos that answer. I'll go watch 2 or 3 videos to try and figure out, is this the thing that's wrong with my plant? And that's how I learn. Okay, what do they need? Just like if your kid got sick or something, you go to WebMD to figure out. You type in their symptoms and stuff, and it kind of like leads you to what could be going wrong with them or whatever, and just to get a suggestion from them. You can do the same thing at Google too. They'll answer your question. So then, before you know it, you on top of your game, and you ain't had to really ask nobody. You came right on to the web and asked them, and they helped you out. But it's always fun to talk to your garden friends. Get ideas and stuff from each other. Um, okay, we need a tutorial. Okay, you can get it. All you gotta do is ask. And I told Gamma before, and I don't think I let her down yet. When Gamma wanted to plant her stuff or whatever, I came over there. I ain't say nothing. But when she had a question, she didn't know that I was sitting right there. I was sitting right in the clouds watching. As soon as she had a question, I'm here. And I'll come on the panel. If you at a panel or you somewhere or whatever and you want to do something or whatever, I don't mind coming over. If I have the energy, if it's in me to be able to come there and be there and help you with whatever questions that you have. Thank you, Chris, so much for that heart. um, if I'm available and I'm there, and if I can see that you've loaded it up or whatever, I'll come. I'll come over there. No problem at all. No problem. I want all of us to grow. It's enough room in this place for us to grow anything. It don't matter if you live in an apartment, if you live in somebody's shed or something, you got room somewhere to grow something, even if it's in your windowsill. So no excuses. Grow you something. Chris, I'm with the finishing product. I'll be ready to shout out. Okay. Okay, I need to go. I got so many greens and stuff out there that I need to pick, but we gonna see how big these bad babies gonna get because I know for sure I don't got the energy. Like I just wish somebody would come by and they want some greens or something like that. Kajaria asked Mom if she wants some greens for Sunday. And if she wants some greens for Sunday, then maybe we can go in the garden and we can pick some greens for y'all to take them home with y'all. So Mom can cook them on Sunday. No, if I can get somebody that want to pick, that want some greens or whatever, I pick them. But I know I ain't got the energy just yet to pick no greens or whatever. But yeah, they're super big and it's an abundance of them out there. And just think, my greens that y'all see out there. They're only, I think at this time they're about 4 months old. It don't take long. It don't take long for them to get there. 4 months old. I showed y'all the the videos are up here. Proof y'all saw me when I was out there planting them and everything. Same day I posted. They've been out there for about 4 months and they look the way that they look. I get worried when I see dry and go water crazy. You don't have to go water crazy. Just moisten it real good. And as long as it did dry out a little bit, you can go out there and you can wet it up. Don't make it soggy. That's all. Oh, Tashanna, my mom asked me about natural ways to keep our pests out of your outdoor garden, your outdoor plants. Um, they look up neem oil, Chris, because neem oil you can make yourself, and neem oil is made out of, like, say you ate an orange, you keep the peelings from that. If you ate a lemon or you use the lemon, I use lemon to clean meat and stuff like that, or limes and stuff like that. You can use those things to put in to help make your neem oil. So just look it up, and you can make that yourself, and then get you a little Dollar Tree spray bottle and spray your plants down. So anybody want to know how to keep some of the bugs and stuff away from it? And another thing you can do is marigolds. I believe is one of the things that help. Like you can do planting side by side. It help keep certain things out of marigold is like a little pretty flower or whatever. So you can put other plants in to help deter other bugs from there. But some bugs you really don't want to deter. I don't like bugs either. But if you get ladybugs in your garden, ladybugs are miraculous for your garden. I don't want them on me, but I try not to mess with them when they be in the garden. I don't like no bugs, but ladybugs are good for your garden, so you don't want to be trying to get rid of them. I'll be tasting them tomorrow. What you gonna be tasting tomorrow, Gamma? Okay, you're gonna taste the capers. Our capers sour. I have no idea. I'll be doing a short to describe the taste. Okay, then I'm a little salty. I'm gonna look for that. Right, Shoshana. Look like capers are picklish if they were next to the olives. Right. That's what I think about them too. I don't know. Shamika, I had to keep scooping cat poop last season on my garden. I used mothballs to try to circumvent it to no avail. I think I will use a fence this year. Shamika, I used to have that problem too. If a cat think you got too much dirt up there, he think it's his litter box. A way you can deter that, instead of just leaving the dirt, get you some mulch, preferably from like one of those places that just do natural mulch without all of that coloring and stuff like that. Cover your Do some covering like with tree bark or mulch or something like that. But if cats see just like regular dirt or whatever, they think it's they slumping ground for them to poop into. So um I may get one, just one, to see how it goes. What's best plant to start out with? T1000. You ain't got to go and get nothing. You like tomatoes? If you like tomatoes, go flick one of the tomato seeds or whatever from out of your own thing like that. Or if you go and cook a head of cabbage for dinner on Sunday, don't cut the core. Just go and sit it in some a little bit of water and let it start to sprout. You can grow your own groceries that's right from the store. Don't go out and buy nothing. Just whatever it is that you got going now, just ask a question. Can you regrow this? Can you regrow that? Get something you already buy or you use and start with that right there. So you know you ain't waste nothing. You ain't spend no extra money on nothing. You know, try it out like that. I'm telling you, the tomato plant is the easiest thing. One of the easiest things you can grow. You eat cucumbers, flake you some seeds from out of there. Get you a seed from that right there. You eat bell peppers, grow the bell pepper seeds. You eat green onions, cut the top off the green onions and replant the little roots that come off the green onion seed. You ain't gotta go buy nothing. You already done bought the seeds already. Uh oh yeah, I can't stand mothballs either. But yeah, they do work for some stuff. I hate the way they smell. Wish I could do an ivory. Love those. I don't think I even know what an ivory is. I don't be getting into plants and stuff like that. I be like I be trying to grow everything that I get from the store. Um, you eat pomegranates, all them hard seeds that come out the pomegranates or whatever. Put them in something and try to grow something. A pomegranate will grow into a tree. Give you some pomegranates. I got about 8 pomegranate trees. They ain't gave me no fruit yet, but I feel like eventually I'm gonna get it. Phoenix, thank you. Thank you. Gardening grows not only food, but grows your soul. Oh yeah. That is the truth. Definitely is the truth. Yep, popping in out of nowhere. Yep. Yes, it may have cut it down a day, but the cat kept coming back. Yeah. Yep. I think if you gotta cover it, you gotta cover it with something else. The cat views it as that's your Shamika. I would tell you something else to do, but you know, hey, there's another remedy now. But I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that on there. They might say we might be doing the wrong thing or whatever. But if you know, there's some other way. Okay, let me stop. And no, I'm not saying to like take him out or anything like that. There's some things like when you pop a kid or something like that when they doing something wrong or whatever. You don't necessarily gotta hurt them, but it get their attention to let them know you're doing the wrong thing. You know, tap him a little bit, let him know. That's a no no. That's a no no. Um, I'm ready. I'm ready in my pots with Mr. Sean for real. Okay, get your pots together. Ooh, you have mustard greens? Oh yeah. I got a lot of mustard greens. A lot of mustard greens. I grow turnip greens too. I got a lot of turnips. My daughter thought because she see the purple sticking up out of the ground. She thought, oh, it's time to pull it. And she pulled it. I showed one of the pictures of the ones with my when my daughter pulled up or whatever. And I asked, I said, are you gonna eat it? That's why you pulled it up. She's like, She's like, I don't know what to do with this thing. Well, it was so pretty and purple. But yeah, I got mustard greens and turnips. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you. You like turnips, Chris? I do, but mine is the turnip. It's a funny spice. I remember my grandma used to cut the turnip up in her collard greens, but I just remember like going around it. They say people use them like for a substitution for like mashed potatoes and stuff like that. I never eat. My husband say back in the day he used to just eat them. He used to eat them raw. Just like what? Yeah, but other people use them for other things. But I got my friend's mom love them, so for me, I see it's like when they get more mature. I just like them for the greens. I like the mixture of greens. I like to mix collard greens, mustard greens, and the turnip greens together. So I don't grow them for the turnip, though the turnip is very very pretty. But that's what I grow them for. Thank you, Janet. The turnip is the best part, child. I don't. I ain't never ate that. Chris, how you do the turnip? You just mix it in with the green part. Marigolds are beautiful. Yes, the especially the orange and burgundy one. That's so pretty. Okay, neem oil and marigolds on it. Yeah, the neem oil, so you can go out there and you can spray your neem oil like every day, and it's something very natural. I think it's with your neem oil. It's like the lemon peel, orange peel, and like some kind of like olive oil or something. I made it one time before, but it been a long time ago that I made it. Probably was like 2 years ago, so I don't exactly remember the recipe. But I'm telling you, that's something easy that you can look up and make it yourself and do it. I emptied 2 plastic clothing totes and poked holes in the bottom and with a screwdriver. That's fine, right? Phoenix, I meant every word I say. I'm telling you, I'm one of those people. I don't believe in going out and spending no whole bunch of money to start no garden, no nothing. Let me tell you something. You riding down the road and your neighbors getting rid of like beans and stuff like that because it done got a crack in the bottom of it. Perfecto. That's such an easy gardening bean. Some of them beans they throw away will be perfect for your garden. You ain't gotta add no extra holes or nothing in it, and it can look like it's brand new. Honey, one time I had one whole side of our yard going down the line because I just went rolled by people houses every day before, like on trash day, which is Thursday out here where we live at. And these people be throwing away all kinds of stuff that at little or nothing done with it. But all I was interested in, I wasn't interested in bringing it in my house. I wanted to use it so I can plant my plants in it. And just about every last one of them all had little cracks in the bottom of the bin. Perfect. Now I don't got to do nothing but take it out there. And when you have those bins, let me tell you this right here. This is another thing. You got an empty bin. You don't have to fill that bin up with soil. You can go around somewhere and you got leaves and stuff or pine needles that you can fill up in the bottom of it, the majority of the bottom of it. You can put like big chunks of wood that somebody done cut up, sticks, stuff like that. All of that stuff break down and turn into soil eventually. So you can fill all of that up in the bottom of it and probably like 6 inches of the top of the bin. That's what the part you fill up with soil. Long as you got some dark material, organic material down to the bottom, your plants gonna find their way to work down to the bottom of it and spread their roots out and all of that good old stuff, and they have plenty of nutrition in it. So you don't have to fill your things all the way up with only soil. Use leaves, sticks, that type of stuff. Just to give you an idea. Chris, I love spicy, but that's a different kind of spice. So a turnip is spicy. Turnips aren't spicy, are they? The white part. I don't know. Cause like I said, I don't be into the turnip. I planted the turnips because I want the greens from off of it. So I don't know if they spicy or not. I ain't gonna try it. I ain't gonna try it either. I can pull it. I can pull one up, and but I don't see me biting into it or tasting it or no nothing like that. Mm-mm. I have to ask my husband. He know he used to eat them all the time. It's something about it, Chris. Probably not spicy, but I don't know. It definitely punches the tongue. Yeah, it might be one of those things that it don't necessarily be like a spice, but it got a bite to it. What you call a bite? Yeah. So okay, T1000, you love tomatoes. So the next time you cut a tomato open, you got 5,000 seeds right there on its own, all on its own. Put them on a paper towel and just let them stick to the paper towel. Put them on the paper towel for that the rest of that day when you cut it open. And even when you cut a tomato open on your cutting board, you guaranteed to have some seeds left on your cutting board. Just flake them onto a paper towel. Better yet, if you don't know what you really want to do with it, just take the cutting board to the door and rake them in an area where where you ain't gonna walk in that area and ain't nobody gonna cut in that area no time soon. And your tomatoes will come up out there and you won't have hardly have nothing to do with it. All you have to do is when they start growing up, you start, you know, taking your bottom leaves off of it, getting it closer from up off of the ground. And as it get taller, stake it up, stop it from laying over to the side. And before you know it, you'll have you some yellow flowers growing on it, which means I'm getting me some tomatoes for the start growing on this thing. Right time for it. So, when you get you some tomato seeds stuck to the paper towel or whatever it is that you want, whichever one to do both of them. Go flake half of them outside on the ground somewhere and let it do what it do in that area. And just remember, I throw some tomato seeds down here in this area right here. Or keep you some on the paper towel and start you some in the windowsill. Easy. And I'm telling you, a tomato that you grow, if you ain't ate your own tomato that you grow yet, you ain't ate no good tomato yet. The one you get from out of your garden is a different ball game than what you get from the store. Yep. If you love tomatoes and cucumbers, the next time you get you some, make sure you flake you some seeds out of it onto a paper towel so you can grow your own. Um, okay, I could see that. They taste kind of like a rutabaga. I think that's what I be thinking about too. Hey, she cooks. How you doing? Hey, Justin. How are you? I need them mustard greens straight out the dirt. Oh, I love how they be so they remind me of like a tutu back in the days. You know how that hold your dress out, make your dress be wide. I love like the edges of the mustard greens. They are so pretty to me. But I love mustard greens. Um, I'm ready for the snow to go so I can grow. Yeah, that's boy. If I was where the snow was, I'd be like my stomach be getting anxious when it be taking too long for the time. But like it is tonight, like here in Florida, we in the 40s tonight. We in the 40s. Like we be waiting we like the heat coming, and then all of a sudden, then the cold show right back up. I've got tons of sticks and twigs and leaves. Yep, you can absolutely feel the bottom of your bins with those things too. I miss you too, Kajaria. Good idea. Yeah, don't waste a whole lot of your soil like that right there. If you got twigs and sticks, them pine trees and stuff like that, those things break leaves, little twigs and stuff off of them off all the time. You can go around, get your kids involved, let them go out there and collect some of them sticks and stuff. And just put them in the bottom of the bins and fill them up and put your soil right on the top. Your plants, the roots of your plants will grow right down into leaves and all of that stuff like that. Perfect. All of that stuff break down and turn into soil anyways. That's stuff that you put into your compost. Um, I also save all my peelings and all of my vegetables and leftover eggshells, ground coffee to make my own compost. See, now that's something right there. Then, I got a whole composting bin out there, a big old tumbler. I think that thing costs like $600. I ain't never used it because I'm like, shoot, it's out there, but it got too many rules and regulations for me. I just want to go out there and throw some junk in, and then let's see if it's gonna make me some soil or some compost or whatever like that. It come with all them directions and stuff. Talking about you gotta have this much of this and that much of that in it. I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time to be doing all that right there. I just want to throw some stuff in there and let it do what it do. But I guess later on, when I get the time, I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out. Somewhere down the line. I ain't never been able to get into. Now, what we used to do, as I told y'all a long time ago, I used to have this thing where I did cinder blocks, and on the inside it just had like regular dirt and like whatever like peelings and vegetables and food and stuff like that. We used to throw it in there, and just my husband would go out there and turn it over or whatever. So I guess that was like a compost pile or whatever. But then when we used to put that stuff in there, after a while, it started to grow all kinds of stuff in there. And we used to call it the dump garden. So we had a garden like that. And you do know when you do compost piles and stuff, your compost piles will start to grow stuff in there. You can go and grab um like tomato plants and stuff from out of there. Stuff will grow in there all the time. You go look at some of these people who have compost piles and stuff like that. They be in there harvesting potatoes and all kinds of stuff. Them potatoes be taking off in those things. You put them potato peels, your potato peels will grow. If you peel your potatoes with a knife or the little, potato peeler, y'all, you have to know. You go out there, you find you a little spot and put them potato peelings in a little spot in the dirt outside your own self. And you can grow your own potatoes just like that. So, be careful about the stuff you throwing in the ground because sometimes you throwing some stuff away that you can grow back. So, just think of your potatoes as a seed as itself. You know those little sprouts when your potatoes start to get them sprouts and stuff on it. Man, cut that whole sprout from off of the potato with just a little bit of the potato on it, and go out there and put it in the ground somewhere. If it's a red potato or like a Yukon Gold potato, in 3 months you can have a whole nother harvest of potatoes if you just go and stick that part in the ground. Easy as that. And T1000, guess what? It don't even take that much to do that. You don't even have to water the potatoes like that because they like to be like kind of like dry with a little bit of water every now and then. There you go. Thank you, T1000. Thank you for those flowers. Uh, I just used my food processor. Okay. We had a huge garden when I was growing up, but I wasn't the mastermind behind it. It was just fun. And see, you underestimate those things because my daddy is a gardener or whatever, but I always tell y'all like my daddy was the kind of daddy that whenever you go out there and you ask him questions or something like that, he would always shoo you away. Get out of his garden, go away. But see, my grandma had a garden. She grew a lot of stuff. And she was the kind of grandma that if you came out there and you were curious about what was going on in the garden, you can go out there and ask 5,000 questions, and she gonna answer all your 5,000 questions. She gonna let you help her harvest her stuff was out there. My grandma used to grow sunflowers that was bigger than my head, and I had a big old head when I was a kid. I was just amazed at how tall those sunflowers, the stem on the sunflower used to be that big around. And then it would be so tall and bigger than my head. And then when she get ready to harvest them or whatever, she's like, you want to pick one up? Let's get one. Then she take us in the house and then she show us what you do to them. And we used to go in the house and get a sunflower and take the seeds from out of it, and then we'll put it on like a cookie sheet or something. Put them in the oven and bake them. We have our own sunflower seeds right from out of the garden and stuff like that. Come Thanksgiving time and stuff like that, my grandma grew her own pumpkins and everything. So it's like in my family, there's a lot of people that well, my grandma and my daddy, which is was my dad's mom, they grew stuff all the time. She had her own garden. My daddy had his own garden. He even sold. He had a stand on the side of the road where he harvested stuff from his garden and he sold it to people. Um, but I give my grandmama the credit because she was the one that was willing to spend the time and she wanted to walk me through and talk me through all of those things, and she made it very exciting in the garden. So um yeah, I that's one of the things that I absolutely loved about my grandma. Go out there. What y'all gonna eat for breakfast? Y'all gonna eat some eggs? Y'all go get the eggs from out the chicken pen and bring them inside and all that good stuff. I used to love, love, love that about being at her house. And you know, when you grow it up in the hood over there where they ain't doing none of that stuff, and then you get to go out there to the country where they do that kind of stuff, you thought it was very, very exciting. So even though it happened when you was younger, T1000, it's in you. It's in you. If it growed up and you know you have all of those memories and stuff, it's stuck with you. I just keep my pillows in a closet in the sunroom with me, and the coolness of the closet and the dark is in a bag and or an old Tupperware. Do it how you do it, Phoenix, as long as it get done. My stepdad was the mastermind behind the garden. Yep. And as long as you was a part of it, it's on the inside of you. It's on the inside of you. It don't go nowhere. It just one of those things. It can be just like a trauma too, but it's a good thing that after a while, you know, it was in you and you kind of like forgot about it because you ain't dealt with it in a long time or whatever. And when it's time for it to show back up, it show back up and it come in and just like tap on your shoulder every now and then. But that's one of those good things, you know, that be in your life, you know. And go ahead and tap into it. Yes, where was the sunflowers? Uh yes, where was the sunflowers though? The sunflower seeds. Um, I don't know how she started growing sunflower seeds, but let me if you once you start to grow a sun once you start to grow sunflower seeds, you should never have to you should never need a seed again after that. Because if you just keep some of the seeds that you the inside of the sunflower, it may not even look like it, but that thing would in the big sunflowers that was like the ones I was telling you that was bigger than my head, that thing got to have like 1,000 sunflower seeds in it, right? Once you get them from out of there, instead of putting all of them in the oven, you just put you maybe like, and the way she used to do them, she used to just do it going down her fence line, right? So, in my opinion, I would say like if you keep 20 of the seeds, you good for the next season. You can have plenty of them with 20 seeds. 20 to 40 seeds don't look like much. In a bag of sunflowers that you get from the store, them little bags that they got two for $1, in just that bag alone, you got about 1,000 seeds in that right there. So just think about, you only need about 40, like 30 to 40 seeds. 30 to 40 seeds to get you a bunch of sunflowers. So once you grow sunflowers one time, you should never have a problem with not having none unless you forget to sit some to the side for them to dry out for your next harvest for your next season. So which is something I try and practice doing every year. Like I get new seeds from out of everything that I grow and keep some for the next season. Um so it seeds in the sunflower. Okay, learn something new. Absolutely. In the that center part, Korean, that look like it's just black and it's dark on the inside. Actually, if you get that, and what it is it's like a little soft, cushiony part that's right there, right? When you rub on that, it like exfoliates off of the top of them, and once you rub that off of it, sitting up under it is like all the sunflower seeds. They so clustered in together, it's like there's no space in between them, no nothing. They just sitting there, and it's almost like you got to take the head of the sunflower and crack it. Like, say, like if you wanted ice from out of the ice tray, you you like bend the ice tray like a certain kind of way, and it got the sunflower seeds are sitting right there on the inside of it. That whole center part of a sunflower is all of the seeds are sitting right there in the middle. It's a beautiful process. But we'll see. One of these days, I'm see because I keep telling you I'm gonna get me some sunflowers for sure, for sure. So, well, good night, T1000. Thank you for coming through, and I will definitely try and stay just like that, strong. Yep, learn something new, right? But you all, this, I wanted to come through because I feel really good tonight, and it was great talking with y'all. Um, I've seen plenty of sunflowers. Yep, Korean. One time when you see one of them or something, if somebody willing to let you get one of them, there's different ones now, but if somebody willing to let you get one of them and look at it and play with it like a little bit so you can see it got there's a lot of different things that's like going on with the sunflower, and just make sure you ain't grabbing onto one because the bees love a good old sunflower. Nah, that whole middle part they love to sit there because they love to get it got like pollen all in that stuff that sit in the center of it, so they'll sit like right there in it, and they just like they be doing their little work in the middle of it. They be minding their own business. But yeah, if you see some or once whatever, which once the sun gets out real good and everything, you will start to see you know sunflowers be in all different kinds of places. But if you find you a place and you get you one and go and look at it, girl. It's a beautiful thing. Like when I first grew them, I was like, well, where are the sunflowers? Where are the sunflowers at? But I got one of my daughters. She loved plants. She loved nature stuff. She read a lot. I mean, this girl read when she watching TV, and when she watching TV, she read. Everything she do, she read. She always reading. So she like a walking book of information. So it's like I was like, "Where's the sunflowers at?" And she was like, "They right here, mom. You gotta move this right here and look up under here and this." So I literally learned from my 13-year-old. I was growing them and stuff, but never really like paying attention to them. I would go out there and harvest them, and then sit them to the side and let them like dry out and everything like that. And then I was like, oh, okay, then I see. So voila. I just learned 4 years ago when I went to a corn maze. Yeah, the things that we think we know. But we keep on living, we'll keep learning. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to take it on up out of here. We in the 40s over here. I ain't got no heater on or no nothing, but I got me a good old blanket that weigh about this blanket right here weigh like, I don't know if y'all ever heard of like a weighted blanket. My sister-in-law got this blanket right here for me, and this blanket weigh 15 pounds. It might weigh more than that. I know this bad baby heavy. I can't pick it up. I just kind of like drug it over the top of the bed because I still ain't supposed to be lifting more than 10 pounds from the surgery when they put the port in. But I tell you, this bad baby heavy. It is heavy. So I'm going no heater whatsoever. But I'm finna get ready to, I think, close my eyes. Every time I tell y'all I'm finna go to bed when I leave from off here, I still be open. Eyes be wide open still at 3 o'clock in the morning. But oh well. Um I can definitely say I be getting sleep or something. I be getting sleep. I have one that's 12 pounds for anxiety that works. Okay, then Phoenix, you got one, so you know what I'm talking about. They got like little pockets, and I don't know what it got in it, like some little beads or something like that. I ain't never heard of it, but when I had my last chemo, she came in and she was like, "Can I lay can I lay this blanket on you?" And I was like, "Yeah." and she laid the blanket on me, and it was like I just drifted off to sleep, and it just felt like somebody was hugging me the whole time that I was asleep or whatever. So yeah, but here in Florida, you ain't gonna get that much use out of it because ain't nobody finna have this kind of weight on them. And how does it be here in Florida with the air conditioner on? But it is what it is. I recommend them. Yes, I suggest that if you have a cat, do not let the cat near you because the cat will play with them all night long. Lord have mercy. All right, then. I love you all and thank y'all very much. And may y'all have a wonderful night. Keep on growing. That's what it's about over here. Y'all have an amazing night and see y'all next time. Good night.